Hello, guys. Welcome, and you're on tap with Intentional Grounding here on SportsTownChicago.com. Welcome back. Call us at 630-403-5200 if you want to chime in on any of our topics we got going on here. Or you can follow us on Twitter at iGroundingSTC. We got a special guest here on the SportsTownChicago.com hotline. We are joined by Emily Taylor from the Naturally Fit Agency, which is the #1 ranked fitness modeling agency in the United States and ranked 3rd internationally. They're scheduled to make their appearance at the Fit Expo coming up this weekend in Chicago at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, both Saturday and Sunday. For any extra info and ticket information, visit thefitexpo.com. How you doing, Emily?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your, I'm sure, very busy day to come talk to us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, first and foremost, I'm just going to start off here with just giving us a general rundown of what people should expect out of the Naturally Fit Agency and the opportunity that it can bring people.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Naturally Fit Agency, we work with clients such as Nike, Under Armour, Academy Sports and Outdoors, Dick's Sporting Goods. So we work with a lot of different fitness-related industries, but we also do a lot of work outside of the fitness realm as well. So companies such as Samsung, Verizon, Firehouse Subs, things like that. If they're just looking for good-looking people, our models tend to be fit and good-looking. So we can do both mainstream and we can do fitness as well. So there's a lot of opportunity with our company for work for the models and models for the clients.
What's your favorite thing about being a part of the Naturally Fit Agency, and your favorite thing about being in the fitness and modeling business, overall?
Well, there's never a dull day, that's for sure. It's always something different. I get bored pretty easily, so this is a nice way to kind of wear different hats on different days.
Mm-hmm.
I think the coolest thing is just being able to work with so many different types of clients and helping people realize their dreams. Recently, I got one of our models the cover of Runner's World magazine, and that was just a really cool experience, watching that happen for her, watching it all come to fruition. So it can be very rewarding in that sense.
So how did you get started in this business? Because a lot of people I know, they've been, including me, have been interested in getting into modeling maybe, or just getting into fitness modeling like you are. And what was your first step into going into that?
So for me, it was kind of by luck. I stumbled into it. I met the founder of Naturally Fit Agency, David Nall, at an expo, and I was actually running the vendor area, doing vendor sales for this expo, and that's where I met him. He had a Naturally Fit booth there, and he asked me if I would be interested in coming to an open casting call, and it wasn't really something I'd ever thought about. And so I went, and I was given a contract for the agency, and then eventually I actually started working for the agency as their director of operations.
Wow.
So now I'm on the internal part of it. So I don't do a lot of modeling myself anymore, but I'm now out there trying to get jobs for other people. So
you got that almost immediately, huh? Really?
Yeah. Yes. It happened that quick. So that's what it'll be like at the Fit Expo as well. I mean, when we'll have models coming in to see us. We'll be sitting at a panel. There'll be 3 of us sitting there. We're very nice. It's not going to be super intimidating. But it'll be pretty much that quick of a turnaround. We'll take back all of the names and the photos that we took while we were there, and then we'll be sending out contracts within the next week or 2 to the people that we saw at the search.
Well, that's very cool. Just to let everybody know, anybody tuning in, you're on tap with Intentional Grounding here on SportsTownChicago.com. We are visited by Emily Taylor from the Naturally Fit Agency, the #1 ranked fitness modeling agency in the United States and ranked 3rd internationally. They're scheduled to make their appearance, or their first ever appearance, with the Fit Expo coming up this weekend in Chicago, both Saturday and Sunday at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center. And Emily, as opposed to the West Coast, I was talking to the vice president of sales and marketing for the Fit Expo last week, and they do a lot of stuff out on the West Coast in LA, and it's first time coming to the Midwest and Chicago in particular. And as opposed to the West Coast, what do you expect to be different with the Fit Expo and the Naturally Fit Agency being in Chicago in terms of, the turnout of people and the overall atmosphere as opposed to the West Coast? Because it's very different.
It is very different. And to be completely honest with you, Naturally Fit is an Austin, Texas-based industry company. So while we have representation out on the West Coast with our models and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done a lot of work out there personally.
Okay.
So that's not a great question for me.
I get you.
I'm definitely really excited to see the energy and stuff in Chicago. I think it's really cool that that Fit Expo is going to the Midwest. I think it definitely needs to happen there. I know that for our agency, there's work in that area,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're excited to get talent out there and to be able to grow our board out there as well.
Mm-hmm. And it's obviously, as you may know or probably know, it's happening the same weekend in Chicago as the NFL Draft, another big event. So two pretty big events happening at the same weekend. So I'm sure it should be a big turnout. People don't want to go to the draft. They'll be heading over there too. I know I'll be there. I'll be at both.
Yeah, that'll be really awesome. I didn't realize it was the same weekend as the NFL Draft. I've kind of had my head in the sand the last couple of days, but that's cool.
It's pretty unique. It is. And what would you say?
Yeah.
What would you say is the most unique about the Naturally Fit Agency?
The most unique about our agency, I think that we focus on the fitness piece, on that niche, and then we also can still cross over into the mainstream market. So the uniqueness of us is that we can walk that line between both fitness and mainstream.
Mm-hmm. Okay, many people, I have this question hover over me all the time, and many people don't think that bodybuilding, CrossFit, the fitness world, fitness modeling, etc., or anything minus a ball isn't a sport. But if you ask me, it's probably one of, if not the hardest sport to be involved with, not just physically, but mentally especially. And I just want to, get your thoughts on that.
Sure. No, I love that question. It's to stay in shape all year long takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and many hours in the gym, eating right, the right kind of mindset. So if the question is, CrossFit a sport, is bodybuilding a sport? Absolutely, I think it is. There's a competition aspect to it, and the amount of determination and willpower that it takes to be able to do those things, I think, very much, solidifies it as a sport.
So that's a yes. You'd consider that as a sport, yeah?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. I don't consider fitness modeling a sport.
Right.
That's not a sport, but bodybuilding, yes, that's a sport. CrossFit, absolutely, that's a sport. I might be a little biased considering I kind of do dabble in both, but
there you go.
Yes, I do think so.
Okay, and any of you tuning in, we are on tap with Emily Taylor from the Naturally Fit Agency, the #1 ranked fitness modeling agency in the U.S., and it's ranked 3rd internationally as well. They're scheduled to make their appearance with the Fit Expo, or at the Fit Expo, coming up this weekend in Chicago at the Donald D. Stephens Convention Center, both Saturday and Sunday. For any extra ticket info or any overall information, just visit thefitexpo.com. And Emily, I just wanted to go back to something you said earlier. You said it started off in Austin, Texas, the Naturally Fit Agency?
Yes, yep, we're based in Austin, Texas.
Okay, and what did I want to get to? I forgot my question. What was the question? I forgot. Okay, what would you say is the most unique, or I asked you that, what would you say is the most unique about the Naturally Fit Agency? Just overall, what's the big perspective people should get out of this? What do you think people should take away from it? Like, what do you think is the most important?
For the agency as a whole, or for the search?
Yeah, for the Naturally Fit Agency.
I think that a big takeaway when it comes to the modeling agency, to our fitness modeling agency in general, is that the looks that we're going for for our models are going to range. So we're not necessarily looking for a lot of gigantic, big, huge muscles or super, super ripped. We can kind of go in between two different extremes. You know, we can go. We want fit across the board, but there are lots of different types of fit people out there. And there's a market somewhere for all of them.
Okay. Emily, I just wanted to thank you once again very much for joining us today, taking time out of your, like I said, I'm sure very busy day to join us. It's very much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Hopefully I'll see you down there. I'll be down there.
Yeah. Awesome. Sounds good. Make sure to swing by the booth and say hi.
For sure. Thanks a lot, Emily.
All right. Thanks, Walter.
Okay, and that was Emily Taylor from the Naturally Fit Agency. Once again, the #1 ranked fitness modeling agency in the United States, then it's going to be at the Fit Expo this weekend at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, both Saturday and Sunday. Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Make sure to check it out. And if you want to get any extra information or just ticket information in general on the Fit Expo, just visit thefitexpo.com.